Welcome back to Auntie's Farm, a place for learning and so much fun. Welcome back to Auntie's Farm. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the calm. With tractors, bees, and cows that moo, there's always something fun to do. So come on in, don't be shy, and don't forget to be kind. Out on the farm, we laugh and play, with Auntie to guide us every day. Welcome back to Auntie's Farm, a place for learning and so much fun.
Welcome back to Auntie's Farm. Today we're going back to visit Reptile Solutions with Auntie's friend Stu, and he's going to show us some really cool Aussie reptiles. We're going to see the blue tongue lizards and some turtles, and let's see what else he's got. Come on, let's go. So who have we got here?
These guys are our very, very special little guys. So these two turtles are our most endangered animal in the mid-north coast region of Australia. And they're now, unfortunately, Australia's most rare and endangered species of freshwater turtle. So these are the critically endangered Bellinger River turtle.
Yep.
So this turtle only lives here on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, and it only lives in the upper catchment area of the Bellinger River system.
Okay.
And only lives in around 30-kilometre section of that river.
Wow.
So these two are two still quite young little turtles. They're about 3 years old now, and their names are Donatello and Raphael. We named them after the Ninja Turtles. And we're thinking now that they're both two little girls. So
Okay.
we usually have to wait until they're about this age and size until we can work out what they are, if they're a boy or girl. They're quite slow growing. They take over 10 years to mature, but they can live for a very, very long time. So they can be reproductive up until their 50s or 60s, and maybe even survive for over 80 to 100 years or more.
Wow.
But sadly, we think that there might only be about maybe 40 or so of these turtles left in the wild. And these two little turtles here would be one of only a few hundred in existence. So sadly, they've been getting really sick out in the wild by a virus. And we don't really know very much about that virus at the moment. So these two are very, very special in helping to raise awareness, because we find that not a lot of people know about these turtles.
No, so what kind of turtles are they?
Bellinger River turtles.
Bellinger River turtles.
They also get called the Bellinger River snapping turtle.
Yep.
Or the Bellinger River sawshell turtle. There's a couple of other names that they have.
Do they snap?
No, not at all. They're, out of all the turtles I've worked with, these two are probably the least most snappy. They're actually very very quiet and calm, a little bit squirmy at the moment. Very pretty little blue mouth, and the way their mouth's turned, it's got like a very cute looking little smile.
Yeah.
And they've got very pretty lemon yellow stripes and markings along their throat and underneath as well. So we'll do Donatello because she's a bit quieter.
Do you need me to hold her?
If you turn her up like that, you'll see all the beautiful colours and patterns that are underneath her body as well. We've got about 6 different types of blue tongue in Australia, and what we've got here is over in your left hand there is our most northern blue tongue, which is the very closely related to this one. So this is the one that we've got around this part of Australia.
Yes, I've seen a lot of those.
So it's called the eastern blue tongue or the common blue tongue.
Yep.
And the further north we travel, the lighter it gets, and gradually gets larger until it becomes our northern blue tongue lizard, which is the largest and most northern of our blue tongue species in Australia. This one here is the opposite. That's our most southern and most cold climate adapted blue tongue. So it's known as the blotch blue tongue, but it's also called the southern or the alpine blue tongue as well. And so that one here lives from about the Blue Mountains all the way down our southern tableland and southern highlands, right down to Tasmania.
Yeah.
So it's very well adapted for living in the cold environments. That one there is the shingleback lizard, or shingleback skink. He's probably got the most different names given to him around different parts of Australia. So that one there, it looks a bit different to what we'd find around this part of Australia. We don't get them around here, but if we travelled out to around Canberra or out around Bathurst and some of those parts of Western New South Wales, it'd just all be like a blacky brown colour.
Yep.
Look a bit like a pine cone.
He does.
And this one actually comes from South Australia, and so it gets that lovely yellow colour through it.
Yep.
And over in parts of Western Australia, they can actually be like a really bright orange colour.
Wow.
And then my little scaredy cat that's hiding down here, which is a very different looking blue tongue, is our Western blue tongue. So they're found, they're more of a desolate and more of an arid species, so you find them from the bottom of Western Australia all the way through the bottom of South Australia, and can even be found as far western New South Wales. But
And are they dangerous at all?
No. They can give us a nasty bite, and sometimes they can give us a bit of a nasty scratch as well. They do have some sharp little claws for digging their way through leaf litter and mulch and undergrowth. But their jaws are quite strong. They've got really strong muscular jaws, and they can deliver a bit of an unpleasant bite. And that's just self-defense.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that they're poisonous or venomous because of the blue colour of their tongue.
Yes.
But that's just smoke and mirrors, a bit of a decoy. Their tongue actually does something very, very interesting, and we only not long learnt about that. So scientists have actually worked out that their tongue can work a little bit like a mirror. It's ultraviolet reflective. So when it's poking its tongue out at danger, it's not only displaying that really bright blue coloured tongue, but that tongue is literally glowing in the UV light and bouncing that bright shiny light off back into the face of danger.
Wow. That's so cool.
And we can see with all our different blue tongues, when they start to show off that little tongue, all their tongues are a little bit different as well.
Yes. And so obviously these guys are used to being picked up and touched, but if you saw a blue tongue lizard in the wild, you wouldn't touch it.
No. So, and they would, they'd be a little bit upset. So they'd try and run away, a bit like some of these guys. But what they'd also do is they would open their mouth up nice and wide, and they would stick their tongue all the way out and flatten it right out as well.
So what kind of turtles are these ones?
These little guys, they're another special one. So these ones are endangered species from out in the northern tablelands of New South Wales, and they're called Bell's turtles, or western sawshell turtles. So we've currently got 4 of these little guys. You can see they're a little bit different size. This one's our largest one here at the moment, and she's called Namoy. These ones have now become endangered by largely foxes and fox predation.
Okay.
So unfortunately what's happening is the mum turtle, when she goes out and lays her eggs, the fox comes along, and in some areas it can just take one fox in one night, and he can eat every single egg from a potential breeding season. And so that means we don't get any new little baby turtles in the river that year. These turtles, they look a bit quite different to our Bellinger River turtles, but they're actually related. So they're from the same, it's called a genus, but it's like a family group. And they're a genus of turtles that we call the sawshell turtles. So we've got about 4 different types of sawshell turtle here in Australia, and 3 of them are only found around this part of northern New South Wales. So these are our ones that are found inland, and then we've got our 2 special ones that are only found on our mid-north coast river systems, the Bellinger and the Manning. And then right up in far northern New South Wales, we've got their cousin, the sawshell turtle. A land mullet.
A land mullet?
So this is Bella.
Bella.
And she's a lizard that's quite common around this part of Australia. But most people, when they see it, they actually mistake it for a blue tongue. They think it's a really big black coloured blue tongue.
Okay.
But they are a little bit different. So these guys have got a pink tongue instead of a blue tongue. But they've also got very different legs. You can see that her claws are a lot longer and her legs are a little bit bigger and longer than a blue tongue's. So they're a lot quicker moving. They're a better climber than a blue tongue. Got a much longer tail.
Yes.
But this skink is actually Australia's largest skink. This is Squirtle.
Oh, now this looks like the turtles we get at the farm.
Yep, so this one here is probably our most common and one of our most recognisable freshwater turtles around eastern Australia. And he's called the eastern longneck or the eastern snakeneck turtle, that lovely long snaky neck he's got. He's also called the little stinker because down under here, we can't see them, but there's some little scent glands.
Okay.
And so when these guys get a bit scared or frightened, they will emit a very, very unpleasant smell. Not very, very nice at all, but it works quite effectively to keep them safe. It's called a Cooper Creek turtle. This one's only quite a small one.
That's small.
Yep.
How big do they get?
About 37, nearly 40 centimetre shell size.
Wow.
So yeah, this one, she's only a very, very small girl. She's our most bitiest, so she's
Oh, okay.
she's pretty much our equivalent of a snapping turtle, this one.
Right.
You're a very bitey turtle.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a turtle.
No, she's the most bitiest and snappy turtle that I've ever owned. Aren't she?
Who have we got here?
This is little Donnie, who's not going to be too little for too long. He's a type of lizard that most of us call a goanna or a monitor lizard.
Yep.
So he's a little bit different to our ones around this part of Australia. The main ones we have around here are called lace monitors or tree goannas, and they're our second biggest lizard in Australia. This one here, he gets to about 1.2 metres long, and he's a type of monitor or goanna lizard that lives out in the outback. He's called the Spencer's monitor. And so he doesn't have a tail that's quite as long as other goannas. He's got a bit of a shorter, stocky tail.
Yep.
And likes to spend a lot of his time living underground. These guys will actually dig a burrow.
Okay.
And he's got slightly bigger, longer claws, perfect for digging. And I often call him he's a bit like a meerkat lizard. So these guys will actually stand up on their back legs.
Oh, really? Huh.
Stand up like a meerkat.
Wow.
And that enables them to get a good look around, search for any danger. It looks quite cute when they do it.
Yeah. And so how big will he get?
About 1.2 metres long he'll get. So
Yeah, okay.
he's about half grown now.
Yep. Did you have a favourite animal that you saw today? If you like this episode, make sure you subscribe and jump on over to Reptile Solutions website to check out all the cool things they're doing. But most importantly, don't forget to be kind. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.